Assalamu alaikum, dear students. You are most welcome to English class. I hope you are well. I am also well. You know, last day, that means yesterday, our martyred intellectual day was observed at our college, and actually it was a very sad day for us because in 1971 on 14 December the Pakistani armies with the collaborators of Al-Shams Rajakars killed our intellectuals. Pakistan tried to make this country intellectual-less so that after their departure Bangladesh cannot progress. It was their target. But you know, 10th December 2020, with the help or brave decision of our Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, Bangladesh is going to build our biggest bridge, Padma Setu, without any help of the foreigners. It was her, that means our Prime Minister's bold decision. Only with the money of the people of this country and the bold decision of our Prime Minister, our Padma Bridge is going to be built very soon. And if Allah helps us, we will be able to go to Dhaka by the Padma Bridge in coming December of 2021. So we can see that though they tried us to depress us, to deprive us, and to make us intellectual-less, to make us poor, but with the leadership of our great leader, the father of Bengali nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, Bangladesh became independent, and now we are going to be proud citizens of middle earning country, so middle income country. So dear students, you will not be depressed, you will join with the us. Though many of the countries of the world can't teach their students, lack of multimedia facilities, but in our country our government has arranged our facilities, and you are learning and attending the class. You are going on your studies. So dear students, I invite you to take part in every class attentively. I will think you will be helpful. And can you remember what we discussed? We discussed tense and the structure of the tenses. Now I will give you a structure, and with the help of this structure you will make 12 sentences in 12 tenses. It will help you to memorize the structure of the tenses. So look at the board. Kamal read a poem. With this structure, you will make 12 sentences. At first, we will make 3 sentences in present indefinite, past indefinite, and future indefinite tense. So, in present indefinite tense, Kamal, it will be Kamal reads a poem. Past indefinite, Kamal read a poem. Future indefinite, Kamal will read a poem. I think I gave you a homework and you did it well. And if you compare your homework with this, you will be able to differentiate your mistakes. If you do, I think you had done quite correctly, but if you have done any mistake, so dear students, present indefinite, past indefinite, future indefinite, subject base form, as your subject is first person singular, here s has been added with the present form of verb. So Kamal reads a poem. Past indefinite, Kamal read a poem. This is the 3 form, read, present form, past form and past participle form is same. That's why here, as it is past tense, that's why here we put the past form of read, and this is why here s has not been added. Kamal read a poem. In future indefinite, Kamal will read a poem. What are the differences? Very low differences, very few differences are here. After subject present form, after subject past form, subject shall or will plus present form. Present indefinite, past indefinite, future indefinite. Then present continuous, Kamal is reading a poem. Kamal was reading a poem. Kamal will be reading a poem. Present continuous, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous. In present continuous, after subject, the auxiliary verb will be am, is, are. As subject is singular, we use here, put here is. And the common thing is that here after present form ing has been added. So after the main base form of verb, ing has been added in 3 sentences, that means 3 tenses, and the only differences are that in present indefinite continuous, after subject there will be am, is, are, past continuous was, were, future continuous shall be or will be. Very easy. Now present perfect, Kamal has read Kamal has read a poem. Kamal had read a poem. Future perfect. Kamal will have read a poem. Present perfect, past perfect, future perfect. What are the common in verb? The common is in every tenses the past participle form of main verb has been used. Read, read, read. What are the differences? In present perfect, after subject will be have or has. As subject is singular, we use has. Kamal had. In past perfect, your structure will be after subject had. In future perfect, after subject, you have to use will have. So, dear students, three perfect tense: present perfect tense, past perfect tense, and future perfect tense. If you keep in mind one structure, in present perfect we use subject have or has, V3 object. Then you can use another two structures of past perfect and future perfect. In past perfect, instead of has, you have to use had. In future perfect, instead of has or had, you have to use will have. So those are the sentences of three tenses: present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. After perfect, Kamal has been reading a poem. Past perfect, Kamal had been reading a poem. Future perfect, Kamal had been reading a poem. Present perfect, past perfect, future perfect. What are the common in verb? In every tenses, after the base form of verb, ing has been added. Reading, reading, reading. What are the differences? Differences are: in present perfect you have to use has been, past perfect had been, future perfect, in future perfect shall have been or will have been. Shall have been or will have been. Those are the differences. So, dear students, I think you understood the structure and the tenses of 12 tenses. Sentences of 12 tenses. Now, I think we have only known about the structure of 12 tenses. But when it will take the different tenses, when we will be able to identify the tenses, how we will be identify the tenses? We can identify tenses in two ways. First one is according to the expression or mood of the sentences or the speech, and second way we can understand know a tense by its adverbs. So we have to know about the mood or expression of a sentence or speech, and if your expression is universal truth or present habit, universal truth or present habit, that means Kamal reads a poem. Kamal একটি কবিতা পড়ে, it is Kamal's present habit. This is why it is, the sentence is in present indefinite tense. And I told you universal truth, the sun rises in the east, সূর্য পূর্ব দিকে ওঠে, it is universal truth. This is why the sentence is in present indefinite tense. So if you want to express your present mood, habitual mood, or the universal truth, incident of universal truth, you have to follow the structure of present indefinite tense. Next, Kamal read a poem, past indefinite tense. If you want to express the past habit or the historical event, Kamal read a poem, that means Kamal কবিতা পড়তো. It was Kamal's past habit. If you want to your past habit, আমি শৈশবে মার্বেল খেলতাম, তাই না? এই যে such kind of past habit, that means you are a student of intermediate, you are not habituated with playing marbles. Now you play cricket, football, but you don't play marble. Your playing cricket or football will be present tense, but if you indicate your playing marble, it will be in past tense. Bangladesh became independent in 1971. Independence of Bangladesh took place in 1971. It is past event, historically truth, তাই না? If you want to express historically true incident, it will be in past indefinite tense. And what do you think to do in future? What is your aim? What is your goal? And aim or goal, or what do you intend to do in future? তুমি ভবিষ্যতে কি করতে চাও, সেটা যদি প্রকাশ করতে চাও তাহলে তোমাকে কি লাগবে? ফিউচার ইনডিফিনিট টেন্সের স্ট্রাকচার ফলো করতে হবে, and that will be subject, shall or will, present form or object. Then I think you understood the three tenses: present indefinite, past indefinite and future indefinite. Beside the doing action, those are action: present action, past action, future action. If action took place in present tense, that will be present indefinite. The action took in past, you have to follow the past indefinite tense. If your action will take in future, you have to use the future form. So students, beside action we have also another 3 structures, 6 structures. If your sentence doesn't indicate action, it indicates, if your position, present position. Your structure, your emotion indicates your position, position of any country, of anything, person, weather, position of everything. যদি বর্তমানের কোনো অবস্থান নির্দেশ করে, তোমার অবস্থান, আমার অবস্থান, পৃথিবীর অবস্থান, যে কোনো কিছুর অবস্থান যদি নির্দেশ করে, বর্তমান অবস্থান, তাহলে ইন দ্যাট টাইম উই হ্যাভ টু ইউজ সাবজেক্ট প্লাস এম ইজ আর প্লাস অবজেক্ট present, and this is the structure of present indefinite tense. Present position, if your emotion or expression indicates present position, your sentence will be in present indefinite tense, such as I am a lecturer. This is present indefinite tense. Through this or by this tense, I have expressed my present position. So this is present indefinite tense. But if your expression indicate your past position, that means what were you in past, অতীতে তুমি কি ছিলে, নট বর্তমানে, তাই না? that time you have to follow the structure of subject plus was or were plus object. This is কি past indefinite tense, not present indefinite tense. In 1980, I was a student of primary school. উনিশশো সালে আমি প্রাইমারি স্কুলের কি ছাত্র ছিলাম, তাই না? It was my past position. If you want to express your past position, you have to follow this structure, and it is in past indefinite tense. Next, subject plus shall be or will be plus object. Your future position, you hope what you will be, you dream what you will be. আমি ব্যাংকার হব, সরকারি চাকরিজীবী হব, তাই না? তো you want to be what you want to be. So students, it will be your future position, where you want to see yourself after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So in that time you have to express this structure, subject plus I shall be a banker. Now you are a student. You dream to be a banker. So, and if you want to express your future position, you have to follow this structure. I shall be a banker. Those sentences, remember those, like the 3 sentences or 3 tenses, those are also indefinite tense. Present indefinite, present indefinite, past indefinite, past indefinite, future indefinite, future indefinite. What are the differences? Through this structure we express our position, but by these sentences we express our action. So dear students, beside position and action, we have also possessiveness. Possessiveness or having something. Possession, to get something own, কোনো কিছু নিজের থাকা যদি বোঝায়। and if you have something now, তুমি যদি বর্তমানে কোনো কিছুর স্বত্বাধিকারী হও তাহলে সেটা হবে সাবজেক্ট প্লাস have or has plus object. For example, আমার একটি আইফোন আছে, আমার একটি ল্যাপটপ আছে। These things belong to you. If anything belongs to you in at present, at the time you have to follow this structure: subject, have or has, object. I have an iPhone. That means you are a owner of an iPhone. But if you possessed something in past, something belonged to you at past, অতীতে তোমার কোনো কিছু ছিল, সেই ক্ষেত্রে আমরা যেটা ব্যবহার করব সেটা হচ্ছে সাবজেক্ট প্লাস হ্যাড প্লাস অবজেক্ট। I had a nice doll. Now you are a student of intermediate, you are grown up enough, but during your childhood you had many dolls, you played with the dolls. So past possessiveness, past ownership, if you express your past ownership you have to follow this structure: subject, had and object. But sometimes you dreams what you will get in future, ভবিষ্যতে তোমার কি কি হবে, কি কি থাকবে, অনেক সময় অনেক স্বপ্ন দেখি আমরা, তাই না? সেই সমস্ত ক্ষেত্রে আমরা যে গঠনটা ব্যবহার করব সেটা হবে সাবজেক্ট প্লাস shall have or will have plus object. I shall have a nice car. তাই না? আমার ভবিষ্যতে কি একটা সুন্দর গাড়ি থাকবে। So dear students, we got 3 kinds of structure in present tense. In present tense we got 3 structure: subject, base form of verb, object. In action, in position, subject, am is or object. In possessiveness, subject, have as plus object. যদি বর্তমান সময়ে তোমার চিরন্তন সত্য অথবা অভ্যাসগত কাজ বোঝায় তাহলে তুমি কোনটা ব্যবহার করবে? সাবজেক্টের পরে প্রেজেন্ট ফর্ম। আর যদি তোমার অবস্থান নির্দেশ করে তাহলে তুমি ব্যবহার করবা সাবজেক্ট, am is or অবজেক্ট। আর যদি তোমার বর্তমান সময়ে সত্ত্বাধিকারী বোঝায় তাহলে সাবজেক্টের পরে have as। 3 sentences আর ইন প্রেজেন্ট ইনডিফিনিট টেন্স। কিন্তু যদি অতীতের অভ্যাস বোঝায় বা ঐতিহাসিক সত্য বোঝায় তাহলে তুমি কি করবে? সাবজেক্টের পরে ভার্বের পাস্ট ফর্ম। অতীতের অবস্থান সাবজেক্টের পরে ওয়াজ এয়ার। আর অতীতের সত্ত্বাধিকারী যদি বোঝায় সাবজেক্টের পরে হ্যাড। ক্লিয়ার? আর যদি ভবিষ্যতের কাজ বোঝায় তাহলে কি হবে? সাবজেক্টের পরে শ্যাল আর উইল প্লাস প্রেজেন্ট ফর্ম। ভবিষ্যৎ অবস্থান বুঝাইলে সাবজেক্টের পরে শ্যাল বি বা উইল বি। আর ভবিষ্যৎ সত্ত্বাধিকারী বুঝাইলে সাবজেক্টের পরে শ্যাল হ্যাভ বা উইল হ্যাভ। দোজ আর দ্য সেন্টেন্সেস ইউ হ্যাভ টু ফলো। ইফ ইউ this structure keep in your mind, I think you will do better in tenses. So dear students, tomorrow we will discuss about the tenses briefly. If you practice and see the rules, I think you have the book, tense book at your home. You will go through your book and you will face, if you face any problem, you will ring me or send me message in my email. I will try my best to solve your problems. So dear students, I hope you will go through the tenses at home, and in the next class we will also discuss about the tenses but in details. So till the class, next class, I want to say you goodbye. I hope you will be well. Thank you.